They can really shoot the ball. I think they're top 10 in tempo, getting up and down the floor and scoring the ball. So, that's what I've noticed so far. We still have more to go as far as watching and scouting them out, but they can really get up and down the floor and shoot the ball from three.
For both you guys, how do you feel that the offense came along in December? Yeah, after you started the season in November. Just from my perspective, it just seems like you guys really kind of got in a flow and are rolling a lot better, in the motion offense.
I would say guys is just buying into the offense and recognizing each player's individual talents. I mean, we know what each other can do, and I think as time went on, we got better at recognizing that.
For me, kind of agreeing with him, I just think everybody is, kind of figured out what each other's tendencies are, what they like to do, how to get each other open shots, where people are going to be. So that chemistry's kind of falling into place right now, and we're kind of hitting our strides on the offensive end.
I guess how crazy is that, thinking back to July when you were just trying to learn it and get a feel for where you need to, distribute the ball, take good shots. I guess how crazy is or how different is that now?
It's extremely different. I think with practice, practicing every day, hanging out with each other, just learning, like I said before, learning each other's tendencies. It was bound to grow at some point, and I think it's finally, here, and I'm glad it's finally hitting our stride right before we start conference.
Justin, not to look back too much to last season, but Iowa State was kind of where you guys it seemed like something had clicked where finally the ball started rolling and then you were able to reel off like 3 straight wins over ranked teams and kind of made that tournament push. What do you remember from that time last year facing Iowa State?
Pretty much, not really having anything to lose, just going in with the mindset that, we're going to play as hard as we can for as long as we can. And, I think we were viewed as the underdog in that game, and a lot of people doubted us. So, I think a lot of players, felt that they had something to prove, and, everybody started clicking, and we started, looking for each other and just playing for one another as hard as we could. And, we came out with the win. And I feel like after that win, everybody realized that, we can really play, in the Big 12, with the top talent. And like you said before, it just kept, going after that game after game after game. And, we started believing, and, we finished out the season on a strong note.
Guys, obviously, Anthony, I know this is your first season with Tech, but do you feel like you guys still have that edge, that you have something to prove headed into conference play?
Yeah, I think before we started playing, I think we was ranked maybe 7th in the Big 12, and I think as of now we stand about 4th. So, it's always the edge, especially playing against the best competition across the country. I think we should have an edge. I think an edge is a good thing for this team.
Yeah, I mean, having an edge is very important. It's like Anthony said, it definitely allows, individuals to, have that chip on their shoulder and, have something to prove, once they go out and just play as hard as they can. Coach Beard always reiterates, it's important for, a team to have an edge because, we always want to play hard. And, he always says he would rather take a team that plays, super hard rather than a team that just follows, a game plan or that's, super talented. But he would always take, the street dogs, as he would say, in a game environment.
Anthony, when you look at what this team has gone through already, it's been non-conference play. What do you expect the difference in Big 12 play is going to be without seeing it for yourself?
I know the competition level is going up. I know that for sure. I know individual talents across this conference is going to be NBA type players, overseas type players. Those high major guys, and it's something that we embraced even before the season. We spoke on these things, and I'm really looking forward to a challenge.
Justin, what kind of advice have you given the new guys on the roster about what they can expect in Big 12 play, what kind of competition step up that it really is?
Just playing players that are equally as talented, if not more talented. So it's not really about talent. It's it's your knowledge of the game, IQ for the game, and your feel for the game overall, and how you can beat those just as talented or even more talented players on the court just by what your knowledge of the game, and obviously just outplaying people, because you have some people that are really talented but don't really play hard, or vice versa. It's just you got to play hard 100%. But the talent is definitely increasing with every single game in the Big 12, especially as it gets closer to that Big 12 tournament. Teams are eager to win games, and there's going to be hostile environments. So I just told them just to be ready for anything, and I think we're well prepared though.
And when you look at Iowa State specifically, Justin, what do you see as a difference from last year to this year?
I mean, definitely their ability to shoot the ball. They were definitely be able to shoot the ball last year, but I think this year that they shoot the ball even better, especially with Naz Long, Matt Thomas, Monte Morris. So they definitely have elite shooters on the perimeter. And just like Anthony previously said, I think they're top of the nation for tempo and scoring in the first I think 10 to 15 seconds having the ball. Like to push in transition, score quick and easy baskets. But definitely their ability to shoot the ball is definitely a thing that we're looking to stop.
What do you guys see Iowa State do well defensively? I didn't realize it, but I guess they're holding people to 36% shooting. They're shooting better 3-point percentage than they're allowing their opponents to shoot from the field.
I mean, defensively, they're definitely they like to get out in the passing lanes, get those easy steals, and definitely if you're just kind of passive, aggressive with the ball, and just kind of throw a ball where obviously everybody sees you're about to throw it. They like to jump those passing lanes, get those steals, push in transition. Like I said before, get those quick and easy baskets. Definitely one of the best teams I've seen as far as scoring in transition. They rarely do they not convert on a turnover for other team, but that's pretty much what I see, just forcing turnovers.
Well, what I seen on film so far was they really like to help the helper. They gamble on defense, as he just stated, and they really feed off of guys telegraphing passes or telegraphing their next play. They seem like they read those type of plays very easy and get out in transition.
Now that you guys have your front court healthy, at least it seems like working guys back in, how big of a challenge will be against Iowa State on the boards? Because it seems like they're rebounding the ball really well, and obviously going on the road, that's something y'all will be able to have to challenge them on to be able to get some of those extra possessions, especially in the road environment.
Yeah, I think rebounding is definitely an important aspect for this game. I think for our team, we're a very good rebounding team. Personally, that's what I think. Iowa State is a very good rebounding team too, so it should be interesting to see, how that, takes its course throughout the game. But I think we can definitely make an impact on the boards this game. With myself, Zach, Anthony, and even some of the guards, Keenan, Shadell, Naeem. I just think we kind of have that advantage definitely on the boards.
Anthony, how great of a challenge do you feel like that is for your front court?
I think as far as defensive rebounding, it's going to be a challenge, I think, because they average around 13 offensive rebounds a game. So that's definitely going to be a challenge. The way they shoot the ball is a lot of long rebounds and everything like that. So I think the whole squad, all 11 of us, is it 11 or 12 active now?
I think it's 12.
12 active players. I think all of us is going to have to input on the rebounds and give it all out there.
One more thought, just being able to go against NBA caliber competition, you kind of mentioned it, but especially somebody like Monte Morris. I mean, especially for the guards, Justin. I mean, is that just something you guys embrace and look forward to going against players who are mentioned in that kind of breath?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're not here to play against the top people in the nation, I think you're signed up for the wrong thing. I joined Texas Tech and to be a part of this league just so I can face the best in the country. And just to compete every night, day in and day out, just to make myself better, and just see what real competition is. And I think it makes myself a better player as well as other players too. And like I said before, I mean, if you're not looking forward to facing top guards in the country or top players in the country, then I don't know why you're playing basketball.